Hello everybody, this is Kenneth Marks of The Ancestor Hunt. Today we are going to Oklahoma and the Gateway to Oklahoma website that provides over 700,000 pages of Oklahoma historical newspapers. There are over 60 newspapers from the 1840s through the 1920s, and they are just ripe for you to search for your ancestors' articles. So let's get started and take a look at this site. Here is the home page. Again, it's the Gateway to Oklahoma History. Again, over 700,000 pages. The URL is gateway.okhistory.org. This is, as I said, the main page. You can search from the main page, but I would recommend that you do an advanced search. So we click on this link right here, the advanced search link, and we'll bring that up. And here we go. Let's take a quick look at this and see what's available to us. You put your search terms here in the first box. You can search for exact phrases, and they provide an option here. You can exclude certain words in the with none of these words line here. You can put in a date range, a from date and a to date. You can limit your search to all collections or a specific newspaper. Again, there are 60 to choose from, so you can pick one or more if you choose to. I usually prefer to search starting with all collections. You have a variety of languages, as you can see here, and there is only one type, and that is newspaper, so we'll leave that alone. I'm going to just search a surname that is in my family tree that I know is from Oklahoma, and I will enter that now in the first box. It is Statham, and we're going to go here and hit the search box. It will do the search, and up comes the results. As you can see, there are 121, and it shows a thumbnail and a description of the newspaper. Over on the left is a very good thing to be aware of, and that is it lists the counties, decades, series title, and collection. So you can refine your search right from here. So if I'm interested, for example, in only articles from the 1920s, I would click on this link that says 1920 to 1929. If I'm only interested in newspapers from Cleveland County, up here I would click on this link here which says Cleveland County, okay, and there are 17 of the 121 results for just that county, etc. So you do have the option to refine your search before you even get started. But let's take a look at the first thumbnail, and as I showed you, it is displayed with the thumbnail and some information. You do have the option with these three links up at the top to put the results in different kinds of formats. For example, I could do a list view, which is what I have. I can do a thumbnail view, or I can do the last one, which is a brief view. I prefer the first one because it gives me more information. I also have the ability to sort the results in different ways, by title, creator, dates, etc. I prefer the best match, again, myself. So let's click on the first result, and up comes the Hartshorn Sun. It gives me some excellent information here about this particular newspaper, which I can use for my source citation. And if I want to look at the search terms within this page, I have to go up here to the right hand side where it says search inside. And this is the most important thing you need to remember about using this collection, is that you first search to find the newspaper, and then you do a search to search inside the newspaper. So again, we'll use the search term that I entered previously. Obviously you could change it, but I see no reason to do that at this particular juncture. So let's hit the search button, and it comes up with 2 hits within that publication on Thursday, October 10th, 1907. Okay, so let's take a look at the second one just for fun, and up comes the results. As you can see, it is highlighted in yellow. Now we can't see it, so we're going to want to zoom that, and the way we do that is we go to zoom full page over here on the right, and it brings up the full page. Now the highlight is no longer yellow, it is orange, and you can see this is the article. So the way we look at that a little bit more so we can read it is we go over here to the zoom box and we zoom it a bit, and we can move the article by just holding down our left mouse button and dragging it to the center of the page. As you can see, here's an article about Joe Statham, and here's the highlight. It looks like it didn't highlight the first one because the OCR process probably didn't pick up that last M. It is a little light. So I want to save that particular article. So what I can do, and the easiest way, is to just use my snipping tool. I click on that, and then I just draw a box around the article, and then I can go and do a file, save as, to save the article. Obviously I would change the file name to be a little bit more representative of the article and the publication. I won't save it right now, and I'll tell you why. Personally, I do not like to save articles with the highlights in them because it comes out as orange. I prefer just black and white. So let's close out of this and let's figure out how we actually save this without the highlights. Well, they make it really simple on this particular site, which is really nice, and that is up here at the top you've got the ability to turn highlighting off. So I just click on that and it turns it off. Now when I go to my snipping tool, I just draw the box around it again, and I can save the article right there as I showed you previously without the highlights, which is great. Now I could do what over here, which is called a print view. I just click on that, and it basically brings up the part of the image that has been displayed in the previous page right here. So I don't get the entire page of the newspaper, but I do get the article this way. So I could save it that way. I go over to print, and then I can save that as a PDF if I choose to. So let's go back. I prefer to use the snipping tool myself, but that's just personal preference. You do have the ability to actually print the entire page if you like. Now if I go to print view from this page as it is displayed now, where it is zoomed so the whole page is now showing, now when I save it and print to a PDF, I will get the entire page. Again, personal preference, however you wish to do it. You can save the whole page, or you can save a part of the page, or you can use your snipping tool to just click and save the article that you are looking for. Up at the top, again, is the publication name, volume, number, edition, and the date of the particular page of that publication. That includes the article of interest. So let's go back, and there's our page again. Over here on the right, you have the ability to click on Citation, and it provides you the detailed source citation that you might want to enter into your database for this particular article for the Thursday, October 10th, 1907 edition of the Hartshorn Sun, and it has everything in great detail for you. And that is just about it. There are other options. You can share to different social media sites, for example. You can go to all pages. You can look at different image sizes, etc. But I just wanted to highlight the main things that you would want to look at in order to get the article that you wish, save it to your own computer, and then do so with that article as you wish. Again, you need to be concerned always about copyright considerations. This is pre-1920, so you're probably in pretty good shape there, but you should always look at the About page and the Help page of any of these statewide sites to see what their restrictions are on your use of the articles that you get from their sites. So let's go back to our search. And as I said, you need to be always aware that you do the search twice. Once to get to the publication and the page, once to search inside that page. Remember that and you'll have great success. And lastly, I just want to refresh, you do have the ability here on the left to refine your search. When you first get the total search results, in this case 121, you can refine the search here on the left. That is a very useful tool that not many of the statewide sites have, so I encourage you to make use of that if you are in a situation where instead of 121 results, you have 1,000 and some results. You can refine on the left and home in a little bit more easily on articles about your ancestors of interest, so you don't have to look at 1,000 of them to find what you are looking for. And let's go back. There's the different displays of the search results that I spoke of earlier. That's the results after we did the first search. And we get back to the advanced search box. Again, you have a lot of options there. And there is the home page. Again, I would highly recommend you use the advanced search capability. And that, my friends, is just about all there is from a surface point of view of how do you use the Gateway to Oklahoma collection of Oklahoma digital newspapers. Again, over 700,000 pages, 60 newspapers from the 1840s to the 1920s. It is a very nice collection. The software is fairly easy to use, has a lot of features and capabilities to help you search and refine your search as you go through and try to find articles about your ancestors. So I encourage you to use it if you have ancestors and relatives from Oklahoma, as I do, and I hope you are quite successful. And lastly, happy hunting!